Have you found yourself not wanting to try a rooted wig or a darker wig because you have silver hair? And that's stopping you from maybe, not that anything's wrong with silver hair, you can see that's my original color, but this was more, this brunette here, see the eyebrows? That's my original color, my really, really original color. So one of the things that you may have, that you have a problem with, is wanting to go with a rooted wig because you just think you can't do it. You think, I'm too old, my hair is gray, it's silver, what will people think? Most of the time people won't think anything. They're not gonna really notice, and if they do, who cares? You know, I mean, really, it's what you feel like, it's what you want to do, it's how you want to look, it's your vibe. It's like, does anybody care if you're wearing red shoes or white shoes or black shoes? Well, maybe they do because you're not supposed to wear white shoes before Easter. Okay, so we know we have shoe police, so we have hair police, but you know what? You're never too old to go back and wear something that you wore 10, 20, 30 years ago, and you're not too old to break the rules. So let's start breaking rules, okay? Let's just say, let's be ageless. Don't let a number define you. That's why it smells Be Ageless, because I'm trying to share that feeling. At 68, I don't listen to other people. I listen to what my heart, what my eyes, how I feel, just how I feel. And some days I love all my silver wigs. I love being silver. But there's some days that you just want to turn back the clock a little bit on your hair. Just turn it back. Just like sometimes we want to wear denim, and sometimes we want to wear a black jacket, and sometimes we want to carry a beige purse. It's fashion. This is fashion, guys. This is fashion. It's just like buying a hat, a baseball cap, a rain hat, a whatever kind of hat you're wanting to wear for a look, for a vibe, for fashion. That's what this is. We're just putting like a hair hat on our head to change up the look. And it's just fun. Girls just want to have fun, right? Let's do our Cyndi Lauper dance. Cyndi Lauper song. I should have that coming in right now to say girls just want to have fun and you're not too old to have fun. Okay, so, but what's stopping you? Is it because the gray and you feel like, how are you going to do it with a brunette or rooted wig? I'll show you how. So first of all, I'm going to put on a headband, wig grip. I like these. I'll link it below. It's from Milano. And I like it because it doesn't put a lot of bulk behind my head or behind my ears. Because when you wear glasses and a wig and a thick wig grip, to me, it just gets too much back here behind my ears. It can kind of, after hours, start to just be irksome, wearisome, whatever you want to call it. It just bothers me. Okay, so look at this. We're going to put on today, this is Wille's Sound, S-O-U-N-D, and this is in metallic blonde rooted. So you have these white platinum silvers with this beautiful, look at the brunette. It just goes in there so nicely. So it's going to match up with my eyebrows, and it is a more youthful appearance. Well, at least to me it is. So it's an open wefted. You have open wefting. You have nice long ear tabs with little hairs sewn right into the ear tab. You know what that's good for? It just gives it appearance of coming right out of the scalp. That's comfortable. Then you have this mono part and nice, it's a short lace front. It's just a little lace front just in this area because it has these little swooping bangs, which I think are adorable. And again, I think it gives it a nice youthful appearance. Okay. So let's get my head popped in there. I'm going to pull it down in the back. I'm going to take the ear tabs and straighten them up just like that. And then I'm going to finger comb this. And you're seeing this kind of out of the box. See that? This is your little bit of a lace front here. So that's where you can swoop it back some like that. Or you can swoop it down and let those little bit of the bangs sweep and be so cute. Okay, I'm going to get in here with my fingers. just like that, and jazz it up some. I love this. I love the length. Now this is high heat friendly, which means you can get some really high heat on this, any temperature, you're not going to damage it. I just find that with high heats, you don't need it that much on this length of wig because the fibers aren't rubbing and pulling like elastic and then springing back up. Right. Okay, that's what high heat will do. But you really have to, on longer high heat, give it a lot of maintenance. But on this shorter one, it's high heat, so it means you can add more curl or you can straighten it. You can do anything you want to with that high heat. Take the curls out, put them back in, if you're accomplished at doing that. I think at a lot of our age, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, I don't want to spend a lot of time. That's my whole reason for wigs. I'm going to spend a lot of time with heating tools and tools and tools and tools. So I think this is a great length, especially with it being summertime. And look at that metallic blonde rooted. Isn't that pretty? I'm just going to try to get in here closer so that you can see that. All the different dimensions. Let me turn around. That is really super cute. You're going to be able to see how easy that was. Tuck it behind the ear. And you know, I just love the asymmetrical look to tucking behind my ear for my face shape and all. It just feels, I just like the way it looks. Now, this is why sometimes if you're silver, you don't want to go to a brunette wig because you're having your white platinum hair come out. But look, if you push that back in there with it, do you notice, because this is strategically a good wig color, metallic blonde rooted. So you got this silver highlights throughout this wig and then all of your lowlights and rooting. And see how that matches more with my eyebrows. So guess what that does? It is age defying. It does give a more youthful look that I went and spent tons of money to get this smudging and rooting and highlights and lowlights. Like I had just gone out, and yes, a wig can cost you anywhere from $200 to $600, but count the cost of how many times you go to the hair salon to get your hair colored. At least 100. A hairstyle like this is probably, after all the processes, the haircut, the styling, the highlight, lowlights, rooting, all of that, can cost $200, $300. So, and you do that every few months, because when your hair is growing in white, I used to have to color my hair at the longest 3 weeks. 2 weeks it needed it, and I was using powders, and I was using everything to give the illusion that my hair wasn't growing in white. So that's why I quit coloring my hair. It's just like when it was damaging, it was falling out, I was losing my hair. And so I just quit coloring it and let it grow in, just like everybody back during 2000, right, to 2022. So that's why I have a solid white hair now. And this is my solution. I can not go to a hair salon ever. And I just now have great color jobs. I have fashionable hair. I can go from silver to red to brunette anytime that I so desire. And short, long, it's a fashion, ladies. Don't worry about if you have hair, wear the hair. Don't worry about if you have alopecia, you're already understanding the need for these. And that's a medical need, right? But say you have hair, you don't have to have alopecia, and you don't have to have gone through chemo to wear a wig. Wear the hair. If you have silver hair, buy a brunette, buy a blonde, buy a red, buy any color that makes you feel good about yourself, makes you feel happy, makes you feel fashionable, youthful, feel good. And then take it off and then wear your white hair. You can do whatever you want because you're the boss of you. You don't listen to what other people tell you. Now, I will admit, I have family that it shocks them every time they see me in a different wig. So you know what? if I'm going to a school outing for grandkids, if I'm going places, I don't try to go overboard with my look. I try to go with what makes them feel that that's their Nani. They call me Nani, that that's their Nani, that that's her over there in the white hair. Okay, so I'm okay with that because I have some beautiful white-haired wigs, right? As long as they kind of see me in the same. Even though I wore this the other day for Mother's Day, they all loved it. They said I was just slaying this wigs. Okay, so that being said, do you, and it's okay. It's okay. It's fashion. Wear the hair. All right, now, but what's holding you back maybe is that, see, like this is great because it has white. See how it has white around the face? And that's for a good reason when you have white around the face, right? That way I can just pull that white on through. Can you tell that that's my hair blending in with the wig? No, not really. See that? Because it's a platinum blonde rooted. But if I have a really dark around the front, one of the things you can do is take Boldify. I don't have my light brown with me because I'm traveling this month, but guess what I do have? I have eyeshadow. So I'm going to take this eyeshadow right here, and just with the brush, I'm going to go right here on my natural hair that's sticking out, and see like that, just with some eyeshadow, and start blending some of my white bio hair. If I really want to disguise it, smudge that back in, smooth it in, blend it in. And then I'm going to go here. Okay. And then just like that, you can add so you don't see as much white. So that's one of my big tips for you, so that you can overcome having silver, white, gray hair and transitioning to a wig like this, because you think you can't. You can. I promise you, you can. It's going to take some getting used to, because you're going to suddenly be outside of the box. You're going to be outside maybe of your comfort zone. You're going to be outside of it. You know what you want to do? I'm going to give you some steps here. Give yourself a week or 2 weeks. I promise. Give yourself a week or 2 weeks. Wear it. Put it on. Don't go anywhere. Put it on. Look in the mirror. Not the bathroom mirror. It's the worst one. Go to a window. Go to some light. Look at the color. Go outside. Take your phone. Hold it up and take pictures of it. See what the color looks like outside. See what the color looks like inside. See yourself. Take pictures like I take pictures and post. Take pictures of yourself. Take some selfies. Put on some makeup. Put on some color, right? Get yourself dressed up, because you have dressed up hair. Look, this hair is all fixed and ready to go out. So what do you want to do? If you just put on no makeup and a robe, right? You have your bath PJs on, you're not dressed up. And so kind of the hair looks out of place, because normally I have bedhead when I wake up. I don't have beautiful, great looking hair rolling out of bed. So put on some makeup, put on some color, put on some lipstick, eyebrows, whatever you want to put on, then put the hair on. And that silver wig is going to look better because you're bringing some color back to your face. You know, as we age, our skin becomes grayer, our eyebrows start to thin out, all of that. We just get paler. So bring some color into your face to look rosy and healthy and bright. Brighten your eyes, brighten your lipstick, and then put on a wig. Then put on your wig, because then this dressed up, I just got out of the hair salon hairstyle, looks normal. The other thing I want you to do is get used to the volume. If you're going from like very, very thinned out hair, you put on any wig and all of a sudden you're going to feel like, oh, I look like I have a helmet head. You know, you don't look like you have a helmet head. Oh, it looks too thick. Oh, this, oh, that. Well, what happens is your eyes and your brain are so used to seeing you with the thin hair that when you put volume on, it's like, whoa, who's that, right? Now, I have put wigs on before that my eyes, I went, there you are. There's the male that I remember. Yep, that's her. That's the one from the pictures 10 years ago. That's the one from the photographs 20 years ago. It brings back to me that feeling of getting a bit of myself back. If you're 65, 60 older, have you felt sometimes like you just lost yourself? Like you look in the mirror and it's like, who is that? Well, that's sometimes what our silver hair does to us. And we think, oh my gosh, I look like my mom, right? I look like my grandmother. So there is a mental picture up here. So what I want you to do is wear the hair for 1 week, 2 weeks, and get used to seeing yourself in a mirror, your reflection. Pass by the mirror, hold up your phone, take a photograph. Just see yourself in the wig, and your head will get used. Like, I don't even feel like I have this on my head. So lightweight, so comfortable. I don't even feel it. So get to where you don't feel it, and get to where you don't pay attention to it. Now, I want to add something else here. If you have a husband, a partner that looks at you, and guess what? They have to get used to it too. You have to acclimate them as well. Before you know it, they're seeing you in a wig and then a different wig and then a different wig, and they start enjoying the change too. They start enjoying the smile on your face. They start enjoying your confidence that's come back. Maybe your sassiness comes back. Maybe you just become more you again, feeling good inside, and then they're taking you out on the date and they're taking you to church, wherever they're taking you, and they see you walking a little bit more up straight, and they hear the compliments when people go, oh, what did you do to your hair? Did you color? Oh, it looks so beautiful. Oh, you look so great. Oh, I love the hair. And if they ask you and you tell them it's a wig, and they go, oh my gosh, I didn't know that's a wig. It just makes you feel good, makes you feel better. So wear the hair, wear it for a week or 2 weeks, wear it to the mailbox, wear it to the grocery store. No one's paying attention to you. You know why? They're so caught up in their own insecurity and their own lack of confidence and their own invisibility self that they don't see you. They only are in here. But when they look up, or if you smile, guess what they see? They see the smile. They're not looking at your hairline. They're looking at the smile. So I promise you, wear the hair. Blend it in. That's my trick for you today, is to blend it in. Use some eyeshadow, buy some Boldify. I'll link it below. But there's ways, like if it was a red wig, I would put, I'd use red eyeshadow to color that in, right? I just find eyeshadow that matches it, or like a Boldify powder to match it. I promise you, you can get used to the hair. Wigs are fabulous. They're fun. They're fashion. Wear the hair. This one is Sound from Ellen Villa, and the color Metallic Blonde Rooted. It's one of my very favorite, going from a silver to a rooted, because it's cool. See that cool silver's in there? The rooting graduates there's no hard line, right? It just graduates so nicely in there. And this is a fun length. It's great. There's not going to be any tangling on your neck. It's going to be cool on the back of your neck. So it's a great summer wig. Check her out. I'll put a product link below for the shopping link if you want to check out all the details, look at all the different colors, and just check her out. And I will see you, my friends, in the next video. Doing my darlings. Bye.